Dear members of the Federation, dear friends, good morning. 早上好. Ohayo gozaimasu. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all today. Each year, the forums are becoming better and better, and with more and more attendance. This year, we have more than 400 delegates, and I would like to welcome every one of them. The Federation, as you know, has something like 11,000 members in 33 business associations worldwide in 24 countries and regions. And we have today a good representation of those members. We are particularly delighted to welcome the very big and very important Japanese delegation. Yokoso. Yokoso. We also welcome a Chinese mainland delegation. So 欢迎从国内来的代表。他们是从福建还有广东，有的他们是第一次来参加我们的开会，所以这样很有别的国家的代表有机会跟我们国内的朋友这样有来往啊，所以这是很好的机会。So it means that really the forum here is a fantastic platform for members to exchange best practices, for networking, and to meet members from all around the world. Now, going to the program, you have the program in front of you, so I will not repeat the whole thing, but I just want to highlight we are very privileged to have, on the political side, to have two top leaders of Hong Kong who will talk to us in the coming days. The Chief Secretary for Administration, Mrs. Carrie Lam, who is, you could say, the equivalent of a Prime Minister in Hong Kong, and then Mr. Jasper Tsang Yok-sing, who is the President of the Legislative Council. They will tell us what is the situation in Hong Kong really up to date. On the business and economic front, the Star Leader panel discussion should be very interesting with really heavyweights, John Rice from General Electric, Jean-Pascal Tricoire of Schneider Electric, and Andrew Weir from KPMG. A very interesting topic also is the dialogue with the China CEOs. And we are very privileged this year to have Ms. Yang Mianmian, the president of Haier. We have also Mrs. John Du, the chair lady of Wansheli Jituan, the Wensley Group. A new thing that we have for the second luncheon, the luncheon tomorrow, instead of having one guest speaker, we in fact will have three. And for the first time, it will be a luncheon dialogue about women in business. So I think that should be of great interest with three outstanding speakers who will share their experience with us. Of course, as you know, the forum will be followed by a side trip to China. About 40 of us will go to Changsha and meet provincial and city officials and visit a few factories and businesses. That should also prove very interesting. I want to remind you too that after the forum, members here, delegates, can join free of charge the Hong Kong TDC World SME Expo and the Hong Kong TDC InnoDesign Tech Expo, which will be held from the 6th to the 8th of December here at the Hong Kong Convention Center. So I thank all the participants for their continued support, wish them a fruitful business and enjoyable stay. Thank you very much. So now it will be my pleasure to introduce the next session, which is dialogue with the chairman. The real chairman is Mr. So, it's not me. Before inviting Mr. So, I have to tell you that Mr. So has gracefully agreed to answer questions. So, but the questions will have to be in writing. So probably you have some papers in front of you. If you have questions, and I hope you have many questions, please fill the form and they will be given to me later. The oral question from the floor will not be entertained. So Mr. So assumed the chairmanship of the Hong Kong Trade Development Council on the 1st of October 2007. In this capacity, he presides over a 19-member council comprising heads of Hong Kong major commerce and industry organizations and senior government officials. The council plans and supervises a global operation through an office network covering more than 40 cities to promote Hong Kong trade and business with economies around the world. Mr. So has a very distinguished career both in civil service and in the commercial and industrial world. You can read that in your booklet, so I will not repeat that here. So I'm very pleased to welcome Mr. Jack So. Let's give him a good applause.